What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a bit of an update video on BONK token. That is BONK, BONK. It is a meme coin located on the Solana network. Markets lately have been very weird. It's like a heart rate monitor, choppy sideways. It's kind of like anytime things start to go up, they fall right back down. And that's partially because of all the uncertainty in the markets. Main uncertainty being if the U.S. is lying about inflation numbers or not, as well as how much weakness really is in the markets. Anyways, with that all being said, let's go ahead and dive into this little meme coin and see if there is a chance at any form of greatness. So, to start out, we're going to see if we have our levels. So currently we have one level right there, overhead resistance. Nice. Below us, we have a level right there. So there are two levels. Then we have this odd little congestive little portion here. Right around here. So if you remember in the last video I mentioned before the fall that we had, this little blue area would pose as a great entry point, and yeah, we hit it. We definitely hit it. But now we're fighting against what seems to be another area in which could be deemed as support and resistance. Looking at it like this. So it's just this weird level here where we could be bouncing around sideways in it for a little bit between these wicks. So that's unfortunate. I don't really like to chart it like that, but if we do, we're above the heart line, which is cool, but I don't really like that. I don't really like it. I like seeing that up there and recognizing this as a mild form of resistance. So yeah, anyways, we're currently trying to break above that. Let's go down to your daily. On your daily shows we are above it. We are currently backtesting as support and technically holding, which is good to see. You can also see how it posed over here. As soon as we held it, we went right back up to this level at 22.81. Great to see. Anyways, further than that, let's see what our downtrend looks like. Well, it's just, see, it's like a heart rate monitor here. It's like a heart rate monitor. Just choppy, chop. But we do have this level of resistance here. We do have to pay attention to if we ever get to see that price again, that will actually pose as some form of resistance. It might be strong resistance too, so keep that in mind. Let's drop down to our 4 hour, see if we have any other trend lines we're working with. We do. Definitely do, but it does look like today might be the day we get to move. Maybe. Otherwise, tomorrow with CPI data could be the day, but oof. Look at that. We are currently pressed up against resistance, so either we break up and then we have a chance at testing this higher trend line, or we break down, confirming a bottom, and then we have a chance of going up. We're going to have to wait and see because your relative strength is sitting in neutral territory. Your stochastic's a little high, but that doesn't really matter. Your 4 hour can stay overbought for days on end. Let's go down to your 1 hour. 1 hour sitting in neutral territory because once again, we are just in this little consolidation right here. If we manage to break out of it, I mean, you can see it. You got top right there and your bottom right there. Actually, let's get rid of the wick and we see it even clearer. This is your consolidation pattern right here. So if we can actually break outside of this, that would be amazing. We're gonna have to wait and find out. Looking at your 4 hour time frame, we do have a supply line that we are currently regarding as support, which is cool, but we're also getting held down by our 50 simple moving average, which is not cool. But looking at this as a supply line, you can see we are regarding it as support as of this moment. Will it hold for the long term? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. because this market has been very abnormal to me which is a strong sign that retail just doesn't have the purchasing power it used to. That's why I like looking at meme coins. It really gives me a strong idea of how strong retail is. And retail this cycle so far, they just haven't had the purchasing power, in my opinion. Um, I don't know many retail who are like, yeah, let's FOMO into Bitcoin. Seems like the institutions are doing all that. Whereas retail is getting smoked just with life. Just trying to pay for gas. Anyways, so currently we do have the supply line that it is currently being used as support. We are getting squeezed in here. So if somehow Bitcoin can continue being bullish, I would expect a move up to our next level of resistance, which could be a 14%, 14.91% rise up to this 2281 level. If we do not break upward, then more than likely going to see this range in here, anywhere between an 18 to 28% downside. A lot of these altcoins are starting to show signs that if they lose whatever level they're sitting at, they have a lot of downside, like massive downside potential. So if we lose a supply line right now, I'm gonna start shorting the market heavily because the downside potential is massive at the moment. So we got CPI data coming out tomorrow. Hopefully CPI data comes out just as good as PPI data came out today. PPI data came out lower than expected. However, most economists are saying it's because we're in, like, the consumer is just dead. Like, consumers just not there. Which noted, I agree with that. I do believe the Fed has waited way too long to cut interest rates, but that was their goal. That's what they do literally every time. They keep the interest rates high until something breaks, and then they lower it. And they're like, hey, we fixed it. I mean, did they? Or did they just kick the can down the road? Either or. When it comes to these trade setups, we are moved by the market, and considering it does seem retail investors are a bit weaker this cycle than other cycles, it's making it to where the volatility, it's interesting. It's interesting to say the least. Lots of fake outs. But yeah, hopefully this video helps you out with whatever your decision making is in your trades. Keep your stop losses tight. If I were trading this right now, I would have a stop loss right below these wicks here. I'm very tight stop loss, very tight. So I don't like being on the wrong end of trades. This thing popped straight up and now it's getting sold off. This is what I'm talking about. Lots of fake outs. We're getting almost zero follow through these days. It's a frustrating market to trade. So if you guys notice the lack in frequency in videos, it's because we're going sideways. We're not doing anything. Is what it is. By the way, if you guys want a great way to help out the channel, we do have two exchanges we're partnered up with, Fairdesk and JumpX. The links are going to be down in the description below. Please, if you are looking for a place where you don't need KYC and you can trade many altcoins as well as Bitcoin, you can short the market, you can long the market, you can do whatever you want. You also get rebates based off your trades. On JumpX, it is a 10% rebate. On Fairdesk, it is 5% rebate. You get these rebates in USDT, as well as you do have deposit bonuses on both exchanges. I believe I want to say it's like up to $10,000 in deposit bonuses. Maybe it's $100,000. I'm unsure, but check those out. Other than that, join me in Discord. Links in the description, as well as join me for a live stream on Twitch. All those links are down below. I'll catch you later. Keep those stop losses tight. Take it easy. Good luck in your trades.